Hey y'all, it's your girl Alex, just popping in to touch base with everybody. I don't know if y'all got a chance. Let me know in the chat if you guys had a chance to watch Mr. T's farewell speech. I was getting some stuff on my phone, people telling me supposedly there's supposed to be a live tonight on news stations like Newsmax TV, Right Side Broadcasting Network, or OAN, One American Network, supposedly 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, so 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Granted, who knows what's out there right now. Right now, the only thing I'm seeing on Right Side Broadcast is a praying for the president with Father Frank Pavone tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So regardless of what goes on, I would encourage everyone to just continue to pray, continue to fast, continue to pray, because I have no idea how this looks. I've seen that we're on that timeline that we are in fact going to be free. Like literally everything is going to be like released, right? It's going to be the patents are going to be free. Oh, I forgot to put in I'll put it in my link tree. So we're getting massively censored. I was going to say I have a patent to the U.S. Navy. They released oh my gosh, it's a spacecraft basically. It's an inertial mass vehicle, right? Yeah, if you guys watched the end exactly. POTUS did say that, yeah, right? The best is yet to come, so I just wanted to check in. I wanted to make sure everyone's staying grounded. We are being censored like crazy. Hello, my love. Oh, my baby woke up. So everybody is being censored like crazy. We have a Telegram group that have been dropping bombs. I have a link to my own document that I made. Sorry, I was laughing at the conversations in the chat. It was funny. But everyone's being banned. Everyone's being censored. Everyone's really struggling that and kind of trying to spread out to find out where do we go? How do we reach each other? And so that's why I started the Telegram, dropping a lot of bombs that I'm finding out and stuff, because we need people to find out as soon as possible, because there's been so much disinformation, all the executive orders that have been signed. I was just like, man, Mr. T has just been dropping them this last week, literally just one after another, numerous times a day, all kinds of stuff. I was just like, yes, thank you. He just turned 2. And so there's a lot being laid out, right? And so I always, before it all, a lot of people started coming out, I was like, man, I bet you the way that they were building, once they brought in the barbed wire for DC, I was like, oh no, this is a prison. This isn't, they're just trying to protect. I was like, no, they just straight up created a prison. And how do you get all of your, what, here? Any toddler parents out there know exactly what just happened in my house. He didn't know what he wanted. He's like, oh, I don't know. And just threw himself on the floor. Could be I. But yeah, just, really staying grounded and everything. Yeah, synchronicities. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Exactly. I have seen it. We're still on that timeline. And I've been meditating on that, just where are we at? Are we still on this? And it's yep. It's just, this is what it's going to take. People need to wake up. The information needs to be disseminated and people need to start understanding it as it's coming out. There was, I was trying to find the link, Charlie Ward. Come here. No, he's just mad at the world. And so Charlie Ward was talking about one of his sources, because they were talking about, okay, well, who's your sources? Where are you getting your information from? Talking about Charlie Ward. And he laid out all of these different, oh my gosh, you're being loud. He was labeling out a bunch of different things, to include the CIA being raided. I put it in my Telegram. I believe I did. I'm trying to remember. There's been so much information coming out. And so, Yeah, exactly. I actually have the prison bus. I sent it in my Telegram group. Y'all go into my Telegram. It's in the description. Go into there and go back up. And a lot of the stuff I've been dropping, there is. Yeah, it did. Oh my gosh, I was like sitting there and watching. I was like, this is a straight up like what they create in the military, like basically a pop up, type, prison. It's literally what they created. And I'm like, they know every ounce of that building, every area, every tunnel, everything that they try to escape. It's going to be good. Just stay off mainstream news media, right? Stay off because there's, I have not personally taken my sound thing to it, but I believe it because it makes me feel super just gross and icky, where they're a lot of the CNNs and stuff using beta waves in their broadcasts, where it's just beta waves themselves just really make you they mess with you. They're very negative on our energies. So heads up, because that is, and I know from just listening to it, just always just feel so I don't know if what's my Telegram info. Stand by. So yeah, it's just been nuts. Sorry, I'm trying to remember. You feeling better? But I wanted to hop on really quick. I'm not trying to make this super long. I wanted to check in with people, make sure you guys are paying attention. Did y'all notice the gold fringe on the American flags, y'all? Remember how we've been talking about the incorporation of the United States of America? There you go. Did you notice the flags were really wrinkly too? They looked very off, if anyone else noticed that. Sorry, I'm trying to get it to you. I'm typing in. But so these are things to think about, right? And of course, his very bit of the ending, that's not him just saying, just to try to leave on a good note. He's telling us, the best is yet to come for a reason. And if this. So go to your Telegrams, y'all. I'm dropping lots of stuff because there was a link tree about the C-19. I just did a video of it the other day. We went through a bunch of stuff on it, and this person did fantastic. Linktree said, "What was it? This doesn't abide by our policies." I was just because it was using the content inappropriately. I can't remember the exact wording, but that's the error I got on. I was just so frustrated because that's exactly what they're trying to do. So hopefully these guys, don't kick us off. All of that stuff. Yeah, me too. It bothered me too. But you know what, though? What was really beautiful is he was saying a farewell speech. He's saying a farewell to this incorporation, because even if Mr. B gets, I have no idea how we get there. I just know where we're going to end up. And the ending is quite beautiful, but it's just what all needs to happen to really wake people who are not awake yet? What do we need to do? And, exactly. No more corporate America, y'all. All of that IRS, everything, because it's unconstitutional. It literally states in the treasure trove link. Let me show y'all real quick. Screen share. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Oh. Hold on. Oh yeah, I was talking about the Boblinski stuff too. Oh man, I was going through all kinds of stuff. Sorry, I was trying to find it. So the link, or the document, basically is going to go through the links really fast. There is a link in there about the Jassara Nassara. Where it goes. And all of the information. She did a fantastic job. Okay, sorry. Let's try this again. Now I have it up. I thought I had it up. I must have accidentally clicked it out. This is what I was talking about. Okay, so here, this has tons of information, right? This is tons of information regarding the UFOs and different things. Same thing with the Black Vault. I did a video the other day. These guys are phenomenal. Project Veritas. They've been just, I need to load that up. They've been coming out with all kinds of information. So this is the one I was talking about. This is my Word document, and the link to this document that only I can edit is on here. This talks about the Jassara Nassara. right? These are all fantastic reads. Like y'all, he has been dropping so many executive orders, so many things been going on. This breaks down all of this stuff, right? This is why the Capitol was stormed, the space program, what's going on with the plan, like what's exactly happening, all of these different things that are going on. Another executive order regarding these people. There's a lot of really fantastic evidence, and people who still don't really understand what's going on, the color revolution, please go check out these videos. And this will really start to kind of wake up why these people are doing what they're doing. Like, why would you do this to us? Why would you enslave a republic and turn it into something to where you can consistently profit? Hello, Federal Reserve in 1913 being converted off, the gold. And it's just, so here's all these different things. Please, you guys, it's so much content, so much. This is the only things I don't like that it's set up this way, because so basically you open up the Word document, you are going to have to copy and paste and then open it up into a new, like into your Internet Explorer or something. You cannot access it straight from this Word document. And I did that because I honestly don't know how else to get this information out to people. Everything is being censored around everywhere. And I'm even trying to be careful on this, because this is one of my outreaches where I'm trying to get information out to people. We're trying to get information out to people. And so we're being shut down left and right. Look at this, the big VF. Oh my gosh, my brain. And there these things in here. So these are evidence, y'all. These are evidence to different things that were being submitted into these, the hearings, right? So here's more evidence. This was stuff that I was, Linwood and all of them were dropping. I picked them up. Here's another Dropbox. So there's all these different ones. So these guys are still seemingly reliable. They've, yet to let us down. They've been blowing whistles. They don't seem to be going back on anything for any reason. There are some people out there who've been putting out some really big false information. And I want to make sure you guys don't jump into the big hype just because maybe the person's been fairly reputable this whole time. I always say resonate on it, right? Pray on it and go within and take everything with a grain of salt. And in your prayer time, which hopefully you guys are doing daily, we're getting ready to start some classes here. And then there's a link in there too about the newsletter. Just fill in your name and your email. And as we get ready to start disseminating out these classes and the schedules and stuff, it'll be in there with links and all of the info. So if you want to stay in touch with that, sign up for that newsletter, please, y'all. It's free to do. And you can unsubscribe at any time if you feel so. But yeah, so this information is really important. That we get it out. So that's one of the ways I've been trying to do it. I know a little bit. I watched his body language, y'all. His body language was so beautiful when he was giving his farewell speech. I was loving it. I just was I'm not going to lie, hearing the words was making me a little anxious, because it's man, this is really I'm really hearing this. I'm really experiencing this. But it's I know what's to come, but it's it's hard not to be pulled into it, right? It's hard not to just be wow, you are probably the only person beloved by the entire earth, right? To this level, right? You're just, ooh, yes. It doesn't matter if you haven't, or if you've just started, start now, start today. It's such a beautiful experience, you guys. And look, y'all, as we're tapping into this higher ascension and everything else, we need to be connected to our soul. We need to be able to be connected to our source at a very deep, intimate level. And I mean, my brain is exploding, because there's so much to this, and it's so backed by science, and it's I have it being proven in my whelping room right now. It's so beautiful, but that'll be more to come. But I'm trying to get back on it. Oh, I know, I was too. I know. Oh, girl, I need a nap too. I was thinking about that. I got class tonight, and I'm just I want to sleep. I wasn't even going to do this, I'm not going to lie, but it was people need to know. People need to know. And I was but it's always funny, because it's the one thing's even if you don't want to do something, even if you know you should, just do it anyways. Because it's funny that every time I just step into that, even if I'm just oh, I don't know, I don't hear clearly what you want me to convey, what do you want me to say? And was just talking about, or telling me to talk about censorship and what's going on, and how to reach people, because I'm dropping bombs in that Telegram group. A lot of people are too, and we need to get people to know what's going on, right? Y'all, if today's farewell speech wasn't just beautiful in its own way, I don't even know what was. It's amazing. He is just what a time to be alive. That's all I got to say. And I'm pretty sure my Patriot family could say the same thing. What a time, because it's just, oh my gosh, because this is his future, y'all. Like, it's their future. It's not even just about us. Like, that's for me, like, one of the things I just am always so reminded of. And like, part of why I enlisted in the Navy was because I was like, I could at least give 4 years to help keep, my future children that I didn't have at the time safe, right? Come to find out, it's just so much more than I ever thought it, that was 15 years ago. That's so much more than I ever thought that the world would be today, right? Think about what you were doing even 10 years ago. Like, where were you? How was life? What was it like? It's insane, Amen. And speak it into existence, y'all. Don't just sit there. What? You put your leg back up. If that's not what a 2-year-old is, I don't know what is. It's just, tapping into these higher vibrations, getting into those daily practices. If you guys haven't checked out some of my content before, check it out. They're bite-sized pieces. They're all into like really teaching people how to like ascend into their higher spaces in easy to digest ways. And we're getting into a lot more stuff because this is like literally the perfect time to really tap into this if you haven't before, because these are truly crazy times to be alive. So what better way to get through this? Like, we don't have a choice. Like, we're living this. We can't walk away and just like, it'll deal with itself. Like, that's not how this works. We can stay on the timeline where we do succeed and do step into that if we put in the work, right? If we're praying, if we're fasting. Do you guys know what fasting is? Have you ever done it before? If not, it's really easy. And it doesn't have to be food. It doesn't have to be water. It could be electronics. It could be, anything really. And the intent is to spend more time with that Christ consciousness, that source, that divine, whether that's the meditations or whatever it is you do where you're replacing it, right? That time you would at least dedicate to whatever that is. And that's it. That's all you have to do. It's really easy, but that intent, that vibration, that energy, the you're literally changing the outcome of our world. Like, we have, were you? Oh, yeah. My brain went to a whole different thing, but yeah, it's insane. It's insane to think about, 10 years ago. This is one of my old Navy buddies. He's still active. I'm not. But yeah, we were stationed together, just doing our thing, working away. And here we are now, like, talking about, truly going into like the Space Force and all of the different things and colonies and stuff that like, there's colonies all over this universe. That's why I had to start changing my language. Instead of world, like for Earth, it's literally naming it Earth, because my world has expanded so much more than this Earth. And like the moon and the sun, right? That was just all I ever knew as my world. Well, that's not my world. My world has become infinite on so many planes and levels, and tapping into higher dimensions and tapping into our guides. And we all have it. And if you go into the D-class material, it's in there. It's amazing. Yes. Exactly. So he is ending his term as 45th president. Like, that's what was so beautiful about that farewell speech, because it was like the incorporation was up, the farewell to that as a 45th president, I'm sorry, is my hair in your way? My hair is in the toddler's way, y'all. You're welcome. Oh, thank you. But he's absolutely ending his term as the 45th president, because he's going to be back as our 19th. You want to go get it? Okay. And it's going to be beautiful. Oh, it's going to be amazing. Yes. Hold tight. Stay in the line. I wanted to check in and make sure nobody was like freaking out, and if we need to pray with anybody, but check out those links in the description. The treasure trove is the one that's my document that only I control and manage. And you're gonna have to copy and paste that. But so far I haven't been shut down, so we'll keep on trying in the Telegram group as well to make sure that you guys are able to stay in, because we're dropping all kinds of information. We need to get this information out. And that's my cue to hop off. All the gremlins are coming home. So, anywho, yes. Me too. I'm excited. I love y'all. We will definitely be back. Until next time, beautiful souls.